Hi, I'm Julien Maupetit from France Université Numérique. My colleague Kitri was supposed to perform this talk, but she couldn't make it, so I'm here. Don't be disappointed. Just a quick disclaimer for this presentation. The product I will talk about is not something you can install and run on production. We are still experimenting on it. For now, it's a proof of concept. Our intention here is to give you an overview of what this tool could be and get your feedback the most quickly we can before we dig too deep into the development of this solution. So let's talk about Potsie in its first implementation. So Potsie is a suite of dashboards for Grafana. It was designed to be collaborative, so we use tools that allow us to share, from a developer point of view, to share easily and collaborate on code and not only JSON export, blob exports of Grafana dashboard. So I invite you to take a look at this project. You have an overview of what it looks like for the video dashboard on the right part of this slide. So you have insights on the, private joke for people using Insight, but not so many in this room. How you can have insights on video activity on your platform. But this first implementation had pitfalls that we didn't see coming. It's running in production now for more than a year. And we had some friction when it was used by our community, our users, because first, it's another standalone service, and we unfortunately don't provide SSO in our platform, so it was another account that they need to create to log to our solution to access the dashboards. And Grafana, concerning the UX, the UX user experience of Grafana, it's not adapted to our users that are non-techies, so it's not an easy tool to use for them. So it wasn't really, they weren't really happy with this tool. Unfortunately, in its community edition, Grafana does not offers fine-tuned roles and permissions, so it wasn't so easy to give access to the courses. We had to hack a bit on the platform to make things work perfectly well. And even if we have designed our dashboard collaboratively with a subset of our users, the dashboard we have created gives too many informations that most of our users don't need. So we had too complex and extensive charts. And one other thing about Grafana, it does not allow easy third-party integration with standard learning tools. You cannot export dashboard and import it in an LTI, via LTI or something like that. So we've decided that it was a great solution that we will still need, and some of our users will continue to use, but we needed to rethink the tool from scratch to make it more usable for most of our users. So the promises of this new version of Potsie that we call Warren, if you follow the link on the bottom of the slide, you will have the answer why we call it Warren. And the idea behind Warren is to provide a tool that is responsible for the indicators calculation, serialization, and the representation of the indicators, the charting parts. Our intent is to provide front-end software developer toolkit so that we at Fun are able to embed the indicators in various dashboards we are developing, but also provide a way that some users can define their own and have their own indicators running in dashboards or third-party applications. Of course, we want those charts and dashboards to be integrated via LTI because most of our users want to stay in the same interface, in the same tool, and have all the information at the same place. And the fourth feature that we need to have is a way for our user to customize their dashboards and only see the indicators they are interested in, not the one we think they might be interested in. So we have designed Warren with this architecture in mind. The LRS, so the learning record store, the place where the learning traces are stored, it should be our primary source. This is something important for us because we don't want to lock users in using one type of database or our own LRS. It could be any LRS. There is no vendor lock-in in the tool we are developing. So the backend of Warren is a fast API Python application, and we use Apache Airflow to calculate indicators that need more resources, that is more time consuming, and they cannot be aggregated in milliseconds. So Warren should have its own persistency in the database. And then the indicators are served and fetched by React components, by web components we developed and we distribute via SDK. And those components are integrated in a front-end application. We have extensibility in mind. The idea behind those is to be able, via a plugin architecture, to add our users can add their own indicators and the way they want to visualize those indicators. They even can develop different indicators for the indicators the backend is calculating. Let's give you a sneak peek on what it looks like. For the backend part, you have an API. You can curl the API. There's nothing really fancy in there. You can curl the API with the standard path that is given here. For the video views, if you want to have the video views, the answer looks like this. You have the total number of views for the video and then the views aggregated per day. And we have also developed React components that will be responsible to display the daily views, so it can be imported in your sources and integrated in your application this way by providing the video, the identifiers of the video you are looking for. And it looks like that. So in this plot, you have the cumulated views for 10 videos of particular courses, and you can follow on a daily basis what are the number of views for this course. Please excuse us, this project started 3 weeks ago, so it's a bit early, but you can check it out. You can have the slides. You can go on and check the repository, and we have a Discord where you can ask your questions and give us feedback if you like the approach, if you don't, why. We are still experimenting, and we want your feedback on this idea because now it's just an idea. Thank you.